Today, I'm going to be showing you a bit of a tutorial on how to get through the maze in the Crucible. So if you're not familiar with this quest and you run it every once in a while and you find your group party rocking up to this maze right here and you're like, oh god, what do I do? Don't worry, watch this video. I'm going to show you how to get through it in every single step possible in the shortest time possible. You can do this solo as long as you have a helpful friend. So I've got my helpful friend Wolf right here who's going to do this quest with me. And if you happen to have a human being, it goes way faster because you don't have to use hireling AI. So here's the best and fastest and easiest way to get through the maze. First thing, I was going to say get the collectible there, but it's actually around the corner. Anyway, first thing, kill these guys here. Get all these hobgoblins out of the way. You don't want to see that. Then you're going to come to the maze on the left, and then you're going to take your first right. So you don't want to go to the right in the maze. The right just leads to a closed door. So you're going to take the first left, then you're going to take the first right. Most people do this whenever they go through here, and you want to follow this path straight. So you're going to follow it to the right. You're going to keep following it. You don't want to make any curves, and you want to keep going all the way straight through here. And once you get to this point, you're going to reach the first lever in the maze. This is the eye lever. If you have a hireling, instruct your hireling to stay here next to the valve. And this is an important part about hireling AI mechanics. If I tell my hireling to use the valve, the next thing my hireling will do is run to me, which is annoying. But most importantly, the hireling will continue to use the valve if that is the last thing that I told it to if I have nothing selected. So I'm going to go up here and grab the Crest of the Scorpion, also my collectible because I get a reward for doing the quest. My wolf here, if I have nothing targeted, if I just press use, it is going to use that valve again. And so I'm going to run into this corner, or into this like wall here, which is going to allow me to go through it when the door opens. So I'm going to tell wolf use, and the wolf is then going to go ahead and use the valve. And he wants to go use the bat socket. That's not what's supposed to happen. Hold on. Come on, DDO AI. Let's do this. All right, so I have the valve selected. And then we're going to go ahead and have him use it. I'm also going to click the follow and then the unfollow command a second time to ensure that it doesn't get selected. You can, if you want, just make sure that you don't actually select anything and keep the valve targeted, and then grab this Crest of the Bat here. By just right-clicking it, it still is selected, so you're all good. Then the valve still being selected, I can grab this. This is another method you can use here. So, now that you've grabbed this Crest by using the eye valve, you've noticed that when we came into this room, we grabbed the Crest that was back here, then we came up to this other side while still being on eye, and we used the valve to get through behind this door to grab two Crests. That's fantastic. The next step is usually you're supposed to go through the other entire side of the maze to end up placing a Crest, so that way you can place a Crest on all three walls. One Crest here, one Crest over there, and one on the other side that we can't see. Generally, you have to run all the way around this quest, but there's actually a faster way. If you come up to this wall right here, just line it up with the hallway, and you hit the backspace key, or the Q key if you're using the basic controls, you can see the bat socket. And if I press U, or the E key, I can place the Crest in the socket, completely negating having to go to the entire other side of the quest. So don't worry about that. Place it in the snake socket if you have it. I don't here, but that's okay. And we're going to head back. Then we're going to reset the position on here, and I'm going to get my trusty wolf to follow me again. So that is, I've used the eye valve 3 times. I came in here, I used it once to get into this door. I used it a second time to get into the back hallway over here. And then I'm using it a third time to close it. So we're closing it off. Get out of here. And now we're going to run back down this hallway. And we're going to take a right here where you see the K. And then we're going to take a left. And this is the next part where you need a hireling. So, or another human being. Again, human beings work significantly better than hirelings. The dog is going to use the K valve. We want to use as few valve uses as possible, because the fewer valve uses we have, the less our hirelings or other people have a chance of making a mistake. Also, because I happen to have 2 of the Crests and my second Crest did not fit here, I can automatically put this Crest here because I've already picked up 2, knowing my last one needs to go over there. The last Crest is just on the other side of this door. Now, the way you're supposed to do it is have someone use K, it opens the door, and then they use K again, and then the door flips back this way, and you can get past this door back here. Instead, if you just auto-run into the corner, and you have your companion go ahead and use the valve, it'll actually push you through. Like so. So then, we go ahead, we murder everything here, and we pick up our Crest the Snake. Again, if you just right-click it, you still have the valve targeted for your hireling. And same plan here. Run into this corner, tell the hireling to hit it, and Doggy goes and pulls it for us, which is going to allow us to clip through this door, and we are now on the other side. So back to the way everything was reset. Pretty cool. And the last thing is, now that you have the crest, you didn't need to go over the H side. You don't have to get anybody lost. Instead, you're just going to come to the right here, past where the K valve was, and you're going to go back over to the I side. So take a little right, take a little left, take a little left, another right. We're going to come back over here, over to the I side. And then what's going to happen is we're going to place the crest just here in the socket, and it's going to open the door. Now this comes to the next part of the maze. How do you escape the maze? Okay, you've opened the door, that's great, but we never went over to this side over here. We never pulled H. We kind of skipped that by using this socket through the wall. So how do you get through? Well, the trick is, over here, H is already open. This is actually the position you want it to be in, so you can leave through the north. However, if I follow along this path, this H is open, everything is good, all of a sudden we run into a bit of a snag because the I door is closed, and we do need to open this to finish the quest. So, the way that we go about opening it is you head back through the middle. You're going to go out the east side, so where the first crest was, or the first socket was you could use, and you're just going to pull this I valve over here. So you only need the hireling to pull I twice and K twice, and then you're pretty much done. After that, you're going to head back to the middle, and you're going to head out the north side. Now, the question is, when you pull this, it's going to cause a bunch of traps to spawn. Some of them are evil traps, some of them are frost traps. How do you prevent yourself from dying, especially since the floor falls away? The trick is to target the Horn of Cunning. If you're a trap guy, you can just disable the traps, pick up the horn, and then just jump away. However, I'm not a trap guy, and these traps are going to affect me. So the answer is click the Horn of Cunning, and then figure out which key it is on your keyboard that allows you to use stuff, the same key that you used to use the socket through the wall here. So for me, it's the U key, because I use the classic controls. If you use the standard controls that come with the game, that's the E key. And what you're going to do is you're going to run and jump, and after jumping, you're going to hit that key. You're going to hit that U key. And by hitting the U key, after I've jumped and I'm just running straight, what's going to happen is it's going to pick up the crest as I'm already in the air. I'm going to dodge all the traps, and I'm going to jump right over. Obviously, you want to wait till all your party is collected on this side, and then you're going to just come through, and you're going to be all the way done with the maze here. And that's how to get through. If you have 2 people with you assisting you with the maze, slap that thing in here. Butcher all of these people. If you have a couple people working with this, in fact, even just one other living human player, the maze takes no more than 2.5 minutes to fully get through, and you're already set working on the next thing. So again, to reiterate, you want to come in, grab 2 crests. I'm gonna go walk through this whole thing again just so you can get a good experience. In case you want a quick summary or refresher, I'll walk all the way back. Oop. Oop. This doesn't work. Anyway, you're going to come into the maze, and you're going to head to I first. Remember, this door would be open, so you can just walk through here. You're going to come to I first. You're going to use I to get the crest that is just back behind the first door. Then you're going to have someone sit on there, and you're going to come up here while that's open, and you're going to have someone pull I so you can get behind this section right here. And then you're going to come back out, again in this little hallway here. So this is the hallway next to the I. And it's at like kind of that crossroads next to where that socket is. You're going to hit the backspace key and see the socket. And you're going to press the use key to then put your socket in. You're going to put your socket in here. Then you're going to go back around to where the K is. Again, you're going to have somebody use the K valve. And then while you're on the K side, you're going to do that. All these doors are going to be open just like as you see present here. Get out of here. And you're going to run into this corner, which is going to allow you to clip through and get it in one door turn, so you don't have to use the door twice. Afterwards, you can do the same thing to come right back out, so you only have to press K twice, and then you come back here through the center, and you've got all the crests put in. Now, in the worst case scenario, where you happen to not get the crest for this, it's the last crest you pick up, all the way back in this K corner. It's not a problem, it just means you have to take the time to run around and go put the crest in there. That's pretty much it. And then make sure you go ahead and you run and you grab it. Now you might say, what if you're not that dexterous? And what if you're running and you jump and you don't press the button fast enough? Well, if you jump and you don't press the button fast enough, you don't pick up the item, which means you just try again, and there's no consequences to failing there. So that's pretty much how you do this section of this quest. If you have any questions, let me know. If you have any other quests that you would think that you would like to have the puzzles or some of the challenges explained for, I will do my best to try to explain them to make it as simple and easy as possible. And hopefully this video has helped you guys out. I was so confident, this is on hardcore mode, that I wasn't going to die, so except I did it on casual, but, you know, whatever. That's how it is. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and good luck with your next adventures. As I said, please let me know if there's any other quests that you want done so I can make more of these types of videos to help you guys out.